Hello there, we're back, and it was so great of you to stick around.
So, Stevie, what do you do at your house when the internet goes out?
I try to hide because that's when everybody's coming at me trying to make sure that I get it fixed.
Yeah, I can see that.
While I sit in the dark in my hiding spot, I often wonder about how my great-grandfather made it without internet or cable, just working on the farm day and night.
Well, Diane Dickinson and her family love to share farm living with their guests when they come out to the Shepherd's Cross Pumpkin Festival and other events that they have all year long.
In America today, there's a very small percentage of us that are actually farmers. And so we want to teach people how to farm, or at least an appreciation for the farm lifestyle. My family and I purchased the farm about 26 years ago, and we raised our family here. And over the course of those years, we started with a pumpkin festival and sheep herd, and it has just grown over the years. The very first year that we were here, we wanted to thank the Lord for all that He had given us. Yes, we bought it, but we wanted to say thank you to the Lord for what He had given us. And so we invited all our friends out for what we called at that time a fall festival, and that was 26 years ago. Well, one year there were several hundred people here for Fall Festival, and at that time we opened the house and we had a barbecue meal, and after that year we just decided we were going to lock up the house and move to the field, and that's when we started doing the pumpkins. And we developed the tour barn to facilitate the care of the people that came to the farm. Our heart is to teach about agriculture and how it's related to the Bible. The Bible was written to an agricultural society, and so there are so many components in there: seed time, harvest time, threshing of wheat, sheep, shepherd, so many different things. And you might see those tied in some of the scriptures here in the pumpkin patch, or you might hear it as you go through a guided tour if you come with a group. You know, it's very interesting because I think we only sometimes see a part of a vision, and then it is shown as we grow and we walk. And so I had no idea when we started with the Fall Festival that it would develop into something like this. We had no idea that the sheep and shepherding tours would develop into working with nomadic shepherds all over the world. We just saw a little tiny portion. In fact, when we were thinking about building a tour barn for the safety of the children with restrooms and things, we were thinking of something much smaller. Every season is different on the farm, but during the Pumpkin Festival, we are standing in the pumpkin patch, and behind us is Pumpkin Lane. It leads to the Bible garden and the picnic tables in front of the house and around the house there. You get to be a part of the games here in the pumpkin patch. Lots of different games, scarecrow making, and the hay maze. It's a 1/4 acre hay maze this year. And sometimes people will say there's no way to get out. It's the same way you get in. When our children were young, we didn't like our children to get lost in mazes, so we decided we'd have one entrance and one exit. So that's where they can go. They can be with the farm animals in Farm Animal Barn, pet the farm animals. They can ride the wagon ride out in the hay meadow. Go up the educational farm silo to the farm museum. Listen to Percy the Pumpkin story time. It's a story that was written just for our pumpkin patch. And all kinds of agricultural implements and things up in the farm museum, and make some scarecrows up there as well. Oh, it's so fulfilling, and I think in this time in our society, we feel like the world is broken. We are hearing about all kinds of disasters, and the natural instinct is to be panicked. This is a place you can come and experience peace and hope, because these are families with strong family bonds. They want to be together. They want to spend quality time away from all the fluff of the world, and that's what we want to offer, a little bit something different.